We left off with the sample paper almost finished, but I need to add one more parenthetical in-text citation for the exact quotes I was getting from that NPR article. So, if I scroll down, I've got my works cited, and I need to go back to the URL that I got these NPR articles from, and I will copy it again. I will highlight it all, then press Control C to copy, or right click and then copy if you have a mouse. That's also an option. And I'll take that source to EasyBib, that website that's attached to this assignment on Classroom. It says choose your source. The source will be a website. Simple as that. I will paste this, or Control V, into the bar here for EasyBib. I will press search, and looks like I got the right thing. Hurricane Katrina, the aftermath. Let's press cite. And looking at the sections, we've got here's what we found. Yep, it's the right article title. It's the right published date of 2005. It's the right access date because I'm accessing it today. And website title NPR. Now the only thing that we have left is that we need the publisher/sponsor. That's something that we need to add in ourselves. And this will probably happen with a lot of reliable news sources that you find, but luckily all you need to do is just put the news source in the publisher/sponsor spot. Okay, so I'm just going to put NPR. That is perfectly fine. That works. I'm going to continue. And again, no specific author. That's totally fine with the news source or with the university source like the last one. And looks like they even filled out the publisher-sponsor spot already with NPR. Fantastic. This one is all done. I'm going to complete citation. And I scroll down. It's MLA. And I'm going to press copy bibliography citation. I'm going to go back. I'm going to press Control V. I'm going to make sure that it is all sorted out there. I'm trying to tab over so it looks like the one up here, because technically that's the way to go. But there's probably a setting as well. There we go. I got it. So it takes a little bit of finicking, but that works. Just make sure it's tabbed over a little bit for the second line of the source. Now, one thing that I do need to make sure that I have, once it's formatted right, for the works cited, the first entry of the works cited you need to make sure that you organize the works cited sources in alphabetical order. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. This one starts with an H, this one starts with a K. I want this to be first in my works cited. So I'm going to copy that, paste it here, delete this old one, and boom, I've got a works cited page. And again, you'll need at least those two sources from your sample, but if you do additional research that you include stuff from, which actually this sample paper isn't finished because I had additional research for the fact in my intro, which I may have to add an in-text citation for. I have additional research from the University of Illinois for the tropical depression. So I actually need to add in-text citations for these other articles as well. Now, I need to do that because the information is essential for my reader. and I can't just throw in the information and not include it in my Works Cited. So I still need to go back and include a citation for the University of Illinois and for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. And I've got those chronicled in my research table right here. So I'm able to do that easily with EasyBib. So I still need to add those two sources in order to be complete and have a paper that gets full points and have a paper that, again, actually has enough detail and makes sense for my reader and for my audience. You know, because I'm not lazy. I want to create a good product and something that people can read and actually learn from. So, looking back at the citations that are needed, I need to put in the first entry of the works cited. Going to copy that. And both of these were from the NPR article where the citation is needed. So, simply copy paste and copy paste. Delete that period there. Take out the highlights. And boom, that's another good example of an in-text parenthetical citation for when you have an exact quote or when you're using a paraphrase without a signal phrase. And here we have a paper that's about 80% done because I still need to add in those two sources, like I said, to my works cited, which I can do easily with EasyBib because I have the URL for both of them and I have EasyBib open. And once I have that works cited finished in alphabetical order, I'll be about 90% done. And then I've got the last bit where I would need to copy and paste this all into Grammarly right here. Copy and paste it all into Grammarly and go through a spelling and grammar check. Then I will have a completed draft. Your draft is not complete if you don't follow all of those steps. I hope you found these instructional videos helpful. Again, if you have any specific questions on any aspect of any of these videos in this playlist, please do not hesitate to ask, either in class or via email or anything like that. All right, I'm here to help. Thanks for watching and listening. And again, you can go back and watch these videos anytime. That's the beauty of having them on YouTube.